Rosie, I never get tired of watching that movie.
Me
It
too.
is so fantastic.
It is. It is.
So many great set pieces in the movie. What are your highlight moments in the film?
There's too many to count. First of all, as a New Yorker, excuse me, can we talk about the tennis scene? You know, right?
Yeah,
you know,
yes,
so
yes.
yeah, my husband was like, my father played on those courts. So yeah, so that was really exciting to me to see that. The carousel scene is so terrifying to me because I had read that that was an actual stunt. They made that old man do that. That was no trickery going on.
Well, the very first film book I ever read was Hitchcock Truffaut, where Francois Truffaut interviewed Hitchcock about the making of all his films, and that's where I heard that story where Hitchcock said, "You're not going to believe this, but that old guy actually climbed under the carousel, and we photographed him doing that. Like if he raised his head 6 inches, whoosh, decapitation, you know?"
Never would happen today.
No, they would not allow that today.
Yeah, but I love that. I love the close-up of the glasses.
Yes.
I love the tension of when they go into the amusement park and Bruno is following.
The stalking of Laura Elliott, yeah, who played
Terrifying.
the guy's wife, yeah.
Oh my gosh, because you're like, is he gonna do it now? No, he's not. He didn't do it. Is he gonna do it now? No, he didn't do it. When is he gonna do it? Oh my gosh, when you see how he does it, it's so raw. It's so honest. I know that sounds weird, an honest killing, but that's what it was. That's what it was. And he was just like, that scene haunted me when I first saw it. Like, I was afraid, I was literally afraid to see this movie a second time because of that scene. It's just so well done, so well done.
Well, let's give some credit to the cinematographer, Robert Burks. It was the first movie he did with Hitchcock.
Oh.
And Robert Burks was the head of the photographic special effects department at Warner Brothers in the 1940s. And then he graduated up to being a cinematographer. And he shot a lot of movies with Hitchcock. Most of his great movies in the 50s, Robert Burks shot them, including, I mean, this is a masterpiece in black and white, but he won the Oscar for To Catch a Thief, which was gorgeous, full color, and he shot most of Hitchcock's movies. And you mentioned the tennis sequence. This is worth going into because in the book, Guy is not a tennis player. He's an architect. I think that was part of the way they tried to make Farley a more virile, masculine character, was making him an athlete instead of an architect. And of course, it led to that classic shot where everybody is following the ball, and then you just see Bruno
his
sitting
face
there,
doesn't move.
you know, straight ahead.
Yeah, the psycho that he is. And I also love this film because it answers the question that, the reason why I love film noir as well is that you don't know who you really are until you are put in a certain position. You know what I mean? You really don't. And people go, oh, I would never do that. Really? And I think that's why there's such fascination today with true crime because of that, you know, because you just cannot believe the depths that human beings can go to. And Farley Granger's character, you see there's a part of him like, yeah, I wish I could kill my wife. You know, who says that? You know, or even, you know, there's many people may think it or, you know, or say it or whatever. Would you go that far? So there's a point in the film you're thinking, he's looking at the Bruno character like, this guy's crazy, and he's trying to keep it under wraps because he's slowly realizing that he's psychopathic.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's not let me get out, you're crazy. No, I can never do that. He still kind of plays him a little bit. He keeps him a little bit at bay, which was the wrong decision to do.
Correct.
You know, for me, my dark mind, I'm like, was there a hint of him saying, no, I could never, you know? And so...
Rosie, you just gave a textbook definition of film noir. Like it's people realizing what they're capable of, things they never thought they could do. And it's interesting because in the book, Guy Haines is a killer.
Yes.
I mean, they both commit the murders. But when Warner Brothers made the movie, it was like, no way. We're not doing that. You have to have one good guy, right? And so that was a significant change. Rosie, I think we should do this again.
Oh, I would love to.
Make me a huge promise. When you come back on TCM, you have to appear with me and not with that other guy.
Oh, yeah, that other guy.
That other guy.
What's his name?
Yeah, I can't even remember.
You got it.
But
Deal.
yeah, okay, deal. Anytime. The door is open. The Noir Alley door is open to you, Rosie, at any time. You are a true fan.
Thank you. This is such a treat. It really is. And I love you. And this has been wonderful. Thank you very much.
A pleasure. Unfortunately, Rosie won't be here next time, but I will be. And until then, see you in the shadows.